this is what I know. You know, I was gonna hurry up and do my face and put makeup on, all that for the camera today. And then I was like, I really need to get y'all this message. Like, it just came to me. I was out driving and Ubering, and then it just came to me like, oh my God, that's it. Tell the people that. So if you, this is not, here's a disclaimer, this is not a get rich quick scheme or anything like that. Let me just go on with what I was gonna say. If you are struggling in the area of money, you don't have enough, you're lacking, the bills got you stressed out, that type of thing, and you just don't see no way out. You just don't see no way out. This is what I know. You must become the money you desire to hold in your hand. Let me say that one more time. You must become the money you desire to hold in your hand. What in the world am I talking about? What I'm talking about is this, y'all. Lord, I need to call and make a nail appointment. What I'm talking about is this. If money seems to be an issue for you, what I have learned, and I'm doing this really quick, y'all, so I ain't got no eyebrows, child. I didn't have none when I was born. I joke about how when God was creating me, he got sidetracked. He was on my eyebrows. He got sidetracked and was like, hold on, I'll be right back. And then he started going to do something else. he started doing something else. He came back to me, and this is all I had. And he was like, yeah, dude, you're fine. You're fine with what you got. So my eyebrows look just like this in my baby picture. So that's why I'm drawing them on. Okay, so here, y'all. And please excuse my nails. I'm about to call and make a nail appointment, but I work a lot. And I just don't have time to trip on petty stuff. Like, you know, I just don't. I keep them up. Whatever. Anyway, back to what I was saying. What I mean when I say you must become the money you desire, it means if you don't have enough money, you're not making enough money, you're stressed out about money, and you don't see no break coming, no light. This is not going to be the best job, but that's because I'm talking. You don't see no light at the end of the tunnel. You're just like, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can. I'm working overtime. I'm working. But, you know, I ain't got no money. You know, when I get paid, it's already gone before I even get paid. This is what came to me. And it's what I'm actually in the process of doing and have been doing and have done before. And I'm doing it again now. You must become the money you desire. So if you do not have enough, that means you need to become more than who you already are, than what you already are. You need to, what kind of person do you need to become? Who do you need to develop into to become the person that can hold the amount of money that you desire to hold in your hand? What does that person look like? What does that person do? Now is the time to get your creative hustle on, okay? Because we all are creative souls, okay? We all are. We are all very, very creative. Like, we are made in the likeness and the image of God. So, there is no denying that you are a creative soul. You can't deny it. You can't even get away from it. Even if you don't want the gift, you got it. So, what are your gifts? What is it that you do naturally that can also bring you some profit? Bring in some money. You got to get creative. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Hang on. I know this looks crazy as hell in the camera. I might cut that part out. Or not. What I'm saying is this. You have to get You have to get your creative hustle on at this point. If you are struggling in the area of money, you have to become money. You have to become the person who holds the amount of money you desire in your hand. You have to become that person. What does that person do? What gifts do you have? You know, think outside the box. I talk about it on this channel. Thinking outside of the box. You can no longer stay in a box that you don't fit in. Okay? Maybe that box is too small for you and that's why it's uncomfortable. Maybe that box, maybe you just don't fit in that box. Maybe that's not the box for you. Maybe, it's not your box. Get in your right box. Get in the box that fits you, that you fit into. That will create growth and prosperity and abundance in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time for this makeup, y'all. I ain't got time. Let me wash my hands. I need to make an appointment with my nail tech. But what I'm saying is this, y'all. Hold on. What I'm saying is this. Don't limit yourself. I talk about this, and I've talked about it in other videos. Don't limit yourself by saying, oh, I'm too old, or this is just how it is in my life, or I can't do anything different because I don't know what to do. You got to figure out what is your gifts. What is your skill set? What comes to you naturally? You know what I'm saying? Like, there is something. You have a gift. Maybe you don't know what that gift is, but you have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a gift. And you just got to figure out what your gift is, because we are all gifted. Nobody is born without a gift. And if you're not using your gift and you're feeling like I could be doing better in life, if you feel like I could really be doing better in life, or I should be in a different position, or I hate my job, I hate what I do all day, or something like that, then it's time to do something different. It is time to do something different. Period. Okay? And don't, doubt yourself. Do you understand that you actually have the Spirit of God in you? Do you know what that means? Do you know what it means to have the Spirit of God in you? Do you know what that makes you? That makes you powerful. That's what that does. That makes you powerful. And maybe you don't know your own power. And clearly you don't know your own power if you are feeling like you don't have no way out of a situation that you're in. There's always a way. There's always a way. Okay? There is a way. You just haven't figured it out yet. You just need to ask God, quiet your mind, still your mind. You know how you do that? You sit still. Be still and know that I am God. Wish I knew that. I'm so bad at remembering the exact places that Bible verses are at. Oh, my mama gave me a plaque. Anyway, that's the Bible verse, because I don't feel like going over there and get it. Be still and know that I am God. Hang on, y'all. I gotta get this. Hold on. Okay, so what this means, y'all, in a nutshell, is the verse that says, be still and know that I am God. What it's saying is, still your mind, still your body, be still and feel the presence of God in you. And I'm so sorry I'm having to deal with this doggone camera. Feel the presence of God in you and allow God to speak to you. And when you do that, you know, you got these little voices in your head. They are there all day. They're just in your mind, just talking. So even when you get still, you hear these, thoughts They just random thoughts, just random thoughts. But if you're still long enough, and if you ignored all the random thoughts that do not move you forward, or not ideas that are like, oh, that's it. You know, if you ignore all them other random thoughts and allow God to speak to you, and God is quiet. He's not like, blah, 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 I'm looking at this and this and this and that. Oh, I got to go to the store. Oh, I need to go this. I need to do that. That's no. You have to allow God to speak to you, you know, and guide you. I'm having real problems today with the phone. Y'all, please excuse it. But it's just, don't pay attention to what's going on with the phone. Listen to the message, okay? Still your mind. Get still, get quiet, and allow God to speak to you. If you don't know which way to turn, if you don't know what to do, if you do not know how to become the money that you wish to hold in your hand, how do you become that? When I say become, I mean that person that holds the amount of money that you desire to have is not who you are in this very moment. That means you have to become a different version of who you are in order to hold that money in your hand, in order to attract it to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, you will attract the money you desire when you become the person who that money is automatically attracted to. Does that make sense? I always know when it's like not just my own words speaking to me, because I can't completely go back and verbatim say it to you. But what I do know is this: you have to become the person that attracts the money that you desire to hold in your hand. That person is not who you are right now in this moment. This is the time to become creative. This is the time, if you are not using your gifts, because your gifts will make room for you. Your gifts will make room for you. Meaning, when you begin to use your gifts that God has given you to share with the world, they will begin to expand your world. They will begin to make room for you. They will. Okay? Believe it. That's the next thing. You have to know that the God in you is so powerful. It can move mountains. When I say move mountains, I don't literally mean move a mountain. And I say that because when I was a little girl, we had to go to church, and they would always say that if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. I'm 8. In my mind, I picture a mountain. Dang, I can move a mountain. So then I grew up thinking, well, I just got to have some faith and I can move mountains. I didn't know that the mountain is what seems unsurmountable in your life. The mountain is what appears to be something that you can't overcome. It just seems to be bigger. The problem is the problem. The mountain is the problem that seems to be so big that you can't see any way out of how you can overcome this mountain, this problem, okay? But when you have faith, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So faith is what you hope for. You already got hope. But when you put that with action, because faith without works is dead, you can have all the faith in the world, but if you don't use your gifts and take some action, if you don't use your mind, which is the mind that God has given you, to get creative, to become the person that holds the money in your hand, the amount of money that you desire, then nothing is going to change in your life. Okay? Faith is the substance, I'm going back, of things hoped for. You already have the hope. It is also the evidence. It shows up as evidence in your life of things not seen. What does that mean? That means you see it up here. You see it when you close your eyes and you imagine, I wish I could have this amount of money. I wish I could live this kind of life. That's unseen. Okay? That's the unseen. So it's what you hope for. It's what you see in your mind. That's the unseen. But always, always, always remember that faith without works is dead. It means it is just faith. It's not going to change anything in your life if you do not accompany that faith with deeds, with using your God-given gifts. And when you do that, you will become the person. As long as you keep that vision in your mind, front and center, keep it in your mind. Hold on to your hope. That is your faith and your actions. As long as you hold on to all of that and continue to do all of that, you will become the money you desire to hold in your hand. All right? Love y'all. Thanks for being patient with me. I got to call my nail tech, child. Look at that. Oof. Okay. Love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.